I clicked the button. Let's get live, baby. Let's get copyrighted. Kid, she got her own love. When I was a kid, I would listen to these songs because my parents would play them. Now I'm an adult. I don't feel like an adult, man. I still feel like a kid. But it seems like everyone says that's usually the case. You just get old and wrinkly, but you're still a kid. Come through! Don't be shy, everyone. Come through! Come through! Oh, what's up, bro? Nice to see you. Abercrombie and Fitch model. Sakiro Mana. What's up, man? How you been, dog? Hopefully good. Fresh. I just woke up. I'm choosing to spend my morning not at the gym, but with you guys today. They say there's a heat wave coming or some shit. So I thought I'd get the stream in early so I can contribute to the energy saving and not run the fucking AC later in the day. It's hot as hell. Going through a heat wave right now. Not sure what that means. There's always a heat wave in my studio. What's up? Send me your tracks, babies. Come on, babes. Send me your tracks. Oh, you guys hear that? Someone has to remix that stuff. I'll take it upon myself if no one does it to eventually do that. Yeah, I'll show you one. Wait, you can sample it. Mexican version of James Hype's Ferrari. Right, this is a Mexican version. Shit. What's up? What's up? What's up? Bashi, what's up? John Anthony. Chichi, what's up, dude? Get that yayo, Chichi. Oh man, dude, I love wearing these polos. And my wife went to Florida with my daughter, and she was saying, "Yo, everyone over here looks like you." I'm like, "What do you mean? They all fucking have these colorful ass polos and shit, and like they look like you, little chunky, you know, dads and shit." I was like, maybe I gotta move to Florida, bro. Fuck LA, dog. Can we get a discount for Paradox 6? Hit me up. Just email me, you know, like I'm always down to give it when needed to the right people. Or what I mean by that is usually if someone makes the effort, I think it's right. I always do it, man. Cocaine. I like to call it that, but someone told me I look like a golfer. Like some dude I was like, do I look like I sold drugs in Miami? He's like, nah, you look like you're about to sell me some golf clubs. And I was like, oh, you bitch. He was like, it looks like you're about to fucking clean my clubs. What else did he fucking say? He roasted me, bro. I was like, I definitely left that interaction feeling less than for sure, but it's good. I do think they're cocaine shirts, bro. I like them. I don't even golf, bro. I just love them. Okay, so you guys submitting your music. Let's see. Bringing them up. Bringing them up. We got a minute. Okay. Jesus, Prince, you're back, bro. What the fuck? I love you, man, but I think that was, what the hell? Victor just came in out of nowhere, man. Don't worry. Stay with me, fam. Today is an Indian world. I love you guys. Hola Tigre, ¿cómo estás? How are you? Wait, what the hell? Why is that not? Maybe I'm gonna have to do it like this. Oh shit, sorry. Shit, dude, this thing fucking sucks. My bad. See, that's why I'm not a DJ. I'm so sorry, fam. So sorry, fam. I don't know, to be fair. I will do it the other way. Brace your ears. We're just gonna do it like this, man. Fuck it. I don't know why. It's pretty good, man. I'm not sure what you're getting today, man. I'm bipolar. But it's pretty good. See, like, the only thing I could criticize, if I had to criticize, are the woo and the ooh sounds. You know, that for me, that would be kind of like I'm trying to sound badass. That's about it. That's all I can criticize on this. Everything's sounding pretty good. Maybe, but last time I told him he needed more texture, more texture, more you know, like it was just way too dry and bone stock production wise. But this one's sounding pretty good. The vocal has a nice reverb to it, so it puts it in a space. Doesn't sound super dry as shit. Really nice. I like it. Sounds good, man. You're starting to become like Mal P, caring about the songwriting and production side of like making a song versus making a club banger. I think they can both intertwine, by the way. You're right, I'm gonna do that. Was that all needed? That's all I'm gonna say. Cool. I like it, man. There's really not a lot to say and stuff. All right, Victor. Thanks, man. I appreciate the backseat streaming. Yeah, this is great, man. For what it is, it's pretty decent, man. When someone said the break, no vocal, up to you, man. Like, I think, you know, I just saw this reel yesterday. It's from this chick. I'm not going to say who she is, but I think I can comment on it. She was saying that never to ask for feedback from people that aren't where you want to be, in a sense. But I think that's horrible advice. Personally, me, I think, you know, it's like if I make fucking chicken at home, what, I'm going to ask a fucking chef for feedback? I'm not going to let my wife try the chicken. I'm pretty sure people can taste the chicken and go, this is good or this fucking sucks, right? Oh, to an extent, right? To an extent. I mean, the chef might say, "Oh, you could sprinkle some of this shit, but it's good. But you could do this and that, right?" I understand that subjective, on what you would put on the chicken. But I think anybody, your mom, your fucking dad, your brother, other ravers, you can show them your song, and I think you will get fair fucking feedback from anybody, like a second opinion. Because sometimes we're too close to the projects that you need an outside opinion, you need an outsider's perspective to criticize the song, right? So don't be scared. Send your song out for feedback to anybody, bruh. I think it's a good comparison, man. I make a soup and I give it to someone. They say it sucks. I'm like, huh? Why does it suck? Oh, the taste is too much. But I already know, right? I'm like, well, it's a seafood soup, man. So I'm gonna go give it to someone that likes seafood and shit, man. Thank you, man. You here? What's up, bro? Next. My baby Sebastian Ingrosso, what's up? Yes, man, that was good. I think it's good. I'm not an expert at Latin shit, but that sounded good to me. Yes, always, man. I'll give you a lot more life. Let me know if you need some. It sounds very Indian. He is Indian too, by the way. See, here, I think if you were to show it to someone that doesn't know anything about music, they might kind of tell you the vocals feel kind of like the track feels wrong, but they might not say why. I don't think this is subjective to say. The vocals are really not that strong, and they need to stop, let the track breathe a bit. Good for you. That's great. That's good, man. Keep fucking producing. It's a very rewarding hobby / career / craft. All right, baby. This is good. There's this weird perk though that's hitting somewhere in between there. I hear I'm asking, is that your iPhone too? There's a little perk in there that's weird. The reason I bring up the perk is because if I'm hearing a song, right, music is a beautiful thing. It makes you forget about world struggles, whatever you're going through. It should make you not think for a bit. I think that's what good music does. It's fucking art, right? But if I'm hearing a song and it kills the immersion, the feeling of being lost in your song, and then that one thing bothers, then you question that one thing. So you question it. You go, is it needed? Why is it? It's something so little, right? But it could be that I'm just in this motherfucking room or some shit. But like I hear that, I'm like, But other than that, everything else is sounding nice, very warm. Mix wise, it could definitely be a lot better. But the song is nice, man. I'll give you butt in there every time. Yeah, finish it. Okay, Prince, don't play with me, hard techno. We gotta let him know what's up. Hell yeah, man, hit it. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that a ton. Boom. Another Yash, bro. I don't know what that last name is. Is that weed or? But sure, I'm down for another one. Definitely warehouse vibes. Thanks. I don't know what it is. Maybe I need to be louder. I'll say what I'm insecure about with this song. Doesn't mean my feedback is like the set in stone stuff. So do what you please. They say what? Memorable melodies, memorable hooks. You have to repeat them. Repetition is key, right? So all I'm going to say is by that mid break, like, or that mid drop, there's like a little gap in there. After you went into that, I expected the vocals to go away and I expected synth work. Main reason is just, you know, I hear all these tracks from other people that are referenced for SoundBanks and stuff. They all do it, so that's why in my head, subconsciously, that's the vibe or the intuition I'm getting there. Is because I've heard all these guys do it to the point where I'm hearing yours going, that's what felt needed to happen there. But also to give the vocal a bit of a breather. But I'll give you the other take on it. Like, I've watched videos on how to create memorable melodies, memorable hooks. Repetition is one of the biggest things to have. The question is how much? I don't fucking know, man. To be fair, they never answer that. They never give a set in stone answer. Like, oh, only 8 bars is repetition, you know? And then you want to, because with music, it's all about the vibe, you know? The song will ask what it wants. So I think that's my only thing with it. And the kick sounds sick. I'm not sure if I agree with the low end or the mid-low part. And also, some ear candy in between the vocal, that's something that popped in my head. You know, don't play with me, don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't play with. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Bam, 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 bam. Don't play. You know, some little call and response would have been dope. Other than that, man, it's honestly pretty sick. Like, honestly, the idea is pretty sick. This is probably the best one you've sent me to, by the way. But like, I'm still not gonna say you're nailing your low end, because you know I'm always giving you shit about that. But keep at it. You know, the thing with low end, eventually it will click. Something will make it click. So be using Vision 4X. If you don't have Vision 4X, find millimeters. If you don't have millimeters, span. If you don't have span, grab one of your songs you think sounds the way you want it to sound and EQ out all the high end, you know, EQ low pass it to like 100, 200 hertz, compare it to yours. And if that doesn't fucking work, then it's all going to be about grinding until you get it, man. Okay? I love you. Thanks for sending it again. Prince is back, motherfucker. Bro, this is not you, bro. See, they're having an affair? What's going on, man? They're way too happy to see each other, bro. She just like, she jumped out a window. Her parents said, you're not going out. She jumped out the window. She fucking snuck out. Way too happy, bro. I've never seen a hug like that. Kiss her! Kiss her! This is fucking weird. What's going on? Oh, smell her! Damn, bro. I can only imagine someone like, we gotta get the shot. We gotta get this moment. He's probably a DJ creating content, man. It's like, oh, I'm gonna put my song of, wait, what now? I know where this leads to, bro. Nah, I'm kidding, man. I'll stop. Hold on. I'm disrespecting your song. I am so sorry. Let's go back. Vocals sound really good, by the way, G. Probably missing some ad libs, I'll say. Again, intuition, that's just what my brain wants. That's the song asking for it, asking for something, you know, like, God damn, I'm fucking gonna get cat. You know,
Gave away my heart and all the pieces. You know it's the kind of thing you never quite believe in.
In the back.
I've been through it all before.
This is so weird. Too early for ad libs? Okay. See, I'm not that good at that, bro. You tell him, bro. All right, here we go. Future bass time. Let's go. That snare is not loyal, bro. That snare is not it, bro. It needs to sound grandiose. And the snare is... It's a big moment, isn't it? Okay, and I'm trying to, in my head, to explain why I think that snare should change, right? It's not because I'm a fucking genius. It's because I've listened to Elenium, and Elenium has probably set what I would say the future bass standard and how it should sound, right? So, you know, bro, what the fuck's going on in this video, bro? It's like, it's like a DJ's like creating content or something. I swear this is getting weird, man. But on the drop, you know, like that feel of big, grandiose Viagra reverb, you know, like I'm only saying that because I've listened to Elenium. I'm not an expert or anything. It's just I listened to Elenium. So Elenium, like, come on, man, his shit sounds great, right? So we can use that as a standard. That fucking snares. They're way too intimate, bro. Smell the bread. You smell the bread. See, that's why guys are like, now she's like, no. Like, now you nasty. Nah, I'm kidding, man. No, there's a lot going on with it, man. But the idea makes sense. I would assume, like, everything sounded good. I'm enjoying my time hearing this. Well, there you go. Oh, dude, his coat got fucked up, bro. No, oh wait, is that snow? That's snow, right? That was not fucking barely painted concrete, was it? Holy shit, bro. Look at that. His ass. Oh, no. Ah, fuck. That's snow, hopefully. I think that's snow. No, she's coming back, bro. She's coming back. Never mind. Oh. Well, I have to react to it, man. There are the ad libs. Fake drop. Good job, Brody. Good job. Song idea, I think it makes sense. Mix wise, production value of it, right? It's probably not it, but and I already told you why. Your kick, your snare, not it. Stomp kick, snare. No, Elenium, like that's who I would use as reference. And then from there, if there's any way to add my own vibe to it, then I would do it, right? Maybe through the synths or maybe through the drums, but the drums still provide that same vibe, same effect, same big stadium vibe to it, I would say. As hearing it like this, even like this, let's say that you just wanted the snare and the kick to sound like this, it's still not mixed well. The vocals get drowned out on the drop, so that's more of a leveling thing, right? So that's all production value, I would say. You know, like you could have a great movie, but if it's recorded on a Nokia C374, like, and it looks like shit, like fuck it, you know, like it's a good movie, right? So, but the quality, the production isn't there. Maybe there was not enough funds, or maybe it's just a thing of like learning. But yeah, you'll get it, man. That was not shabby. Nothing wrong is happening here. By the way, I have to go watch this fucking video. Proven playbook for quitting your 9 to 5 in 9 months. Nah, there was a part where he's talking about like how to structure your day, like organize your time. I wanted to watch it for that. I don't want to quit this 9 to 5, bro. I love hearing your music. All right, victory lap, jump verse. Yeah.
I'm on a victory lap. Bitch, I told you once that I want it bad. Put your face up on my grill, yeah, I'm ironclad. Stainless steel behind the wheel, yeah, I'm Junior's dad.
Those vocals are lyrics, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, I intimidate, dominating, I win a race. I drive in the winner's lane, and I got a winner's face. Your girl got it in a frame, and she got me on her brain. And everybody know my name. So chill, but I'm hot octane. For real, can't knock my game. I'm on a victory lap.
That's good, man.
I'm on a victory lap.
Those pianos are sexy.
I'm on a victory lap. I heard you waited.
Wait, is Wux cheating on me?
I guess that's why you never made it. Now it's all fading, yeah, so I'ma take it.
Okay, if he goes into a trap break, cool. What's gonna happen? Nice, bro. Nice. No reason for that trap break. I was about to say, but good.
I'm burning rubber with the clutch pop. Won't find another with me on top, on God. I'm speeding.
It's good.
I'm on a victory lap. Victory lap.
Yeah, it's great, man. I got nothing to say about this one, honestly. This is good. I'm on a victory lap. I know what that means, bro. Motherfucker, he did what he had to do, and he left the house, and now he's running around like a, you know, yay, I got laid, yay. He put her face on his grills. He is Junior's dad. That's what I learned from this song. Plus, Wux already has a style, man. I always hear your songs, bro. Brass, same kind of bass beat, the shots. It screams Wux. That's a good thing, by the way. It's not a bad thing. That's a good thing because you developed your sound, man. You're sounding better than He Who Must Not Be Named with 200,000 monthly listeners. You know, if you know what I'm talking about, that'd be wild, bro. You're sounding better than that guy. He's bald too. Oh yeah, someone donated, man. Hey, I appreciate donation. Thank you for feeding my kids, my wife, my cat, and there's a heat wave in Cali, bro. So that means that you're also paying for the AC. Thank you, man. 60 Russian pounds or whatever that is. I'm gonna find that for in a sec. I haven't seen you around. WWW. F. Okay. After these songs, I'm randomizing, and then I gotta go on a quest to find this dude. Oh my god, you're back! What's up, bro? It's been a minute. Oh, nostalgia, nostalgia. Oh, what the fuck? Where you been? I remember this cover art, bro. It better not be a wannabe. We're in for a treat. This ghost account, bro. Holy shit, bro. Okay, anyways, let's play this. What the fuck is this? Okay.
I'm a lost cause, trying to find my way through the dark. Every demon screaming out my name. There's a part of me that's longing for the light.
What's happening with the vocal?
The darkness gives me a
Motherfucker has a ring bond on the vocal. Cool, cool. They call this melodic techno now.
darkness gives me a reason to survive. I'm a lost cause, trying to find my way through the dark. Every demon screaming out my name. There's a part of me that's longing
Nice echo.
for the light.
The heartbeat. Doo, doo.
But the darkness gives me a reason to
That's not bad, man.
There's a part of me that's
Oh shit.
longing for the light. But the darkness gives me a reason to survive. There's a part of me that's longing for the light.
Oh, I feel like I'm gonna save the world with this song, man. What's going on? So all of this, right, it's version 12, but all of this needs more work, I would say, in terms of depth, controlling the snare. Like, it sits in front of the vocal like mad. Just to give you an example, like as I hear it, I'd probably make either the snare build quieter or even reduce with a high shuffle on the snares, on the snare build itself to allow space for the vocal. Other one is to track space the vocal to, or track space to the snare. Snare build gets track space to the vocal. So that way the snare build gets moved down the volume or whatever the fuck I think. Yeah, it's volume. Frequency, allow space for the vocal. More reverb. More of a swell effect. Yeah, these things are popping out like a motherfucker. There's also weird space to it. Isn't it like the mix sounds weird to me, man. Honestly, this all sounds very weird in terms of tonality and stuff. It's just the production of it, right? The effects, the way you're processing stuff. Sounds like loopsy. I'm kidding. Yo, that's genius. What? What's the secret? Hey! Nah, it's not a mess. I was playing it in mono. Usually for the build-ups, I like to mono them and then EQ stuff out so the vocals always sit on top. I think that's very fair to do. Maybe it's a mix. Maybe it sounds weird, but at this rate, you know, it could be ozone. It could be a bunch of shit. It's hard to tell, man. But yeah, I like the song idea, man. I think the main thing for me personally, that first break, the way it leads to the drop, could be better. Doesn't really make it feel like, And then, yeah, just be careful with the effects you're putting on the leads. It sounds like there's a bunch of effects on it that I'm like, I'd go through it and just start removing stuff because the space is weird. The space it's in. It's all, but cool song idea, man. This works. No, again, I'll say it this way because some people are still, they think this way. So I watched a video of Kendrick Lamar's mixing engineer. The guy mixes hip hop. He likes to mix in mono, mainly because instead of thinking about the whole image, when you mono it, right, you put it all down the center, some the left and right, boom. It makes you think more about up and down. And then from there, obviously, towards the end, you would unmono it and then make sure it sounds good in stereo. But I like the aspect of that monoing when, like, maybe it's a little too overwhelming, or monoing for certain parts of the song. And again, not monoing the whole song, monoing using a monitor controller, using a utility from Ableton. But he does it that way, you know, to think more about up and down. Yeah, up and down, depth, man. There's depth to music because depending on volume, reverb, delay you put, how much high frequency something has, you create a perception of depth, right? People will perceive certain sounds more to the back, more to the front, and that's what mixing is all about. It's just volume, reverb, delay, depth, right? Panning, saturation, compressing, controlling the volume fluctuations. So yeah, I like when he explained it to me, I was like, hell yeah, yeah. And I like it as well for that reason that it just kind of simplifies it down. And then after, I'll unmono and make sure it sounds good there. You know, I still use both. I don't do exclusive just mono mix. Nah, it's just a tool. It's a technique you use in order to get a different perspective on the song. I'm not sure if it's from the latest one. I saw it on YouTube. It was some guy. I like to watch videos from hip hop reggaeton producers because they just make me think differently outside the box. You know, it's different. I'm in dance, so techno, tech house stuff. So it's always nice to get like other techniques from other genres. Tiny did do a masterclass, man. Didn't he? Like, this is all I'm gonna say. If you guys are using Ozone to master your shit with AI, for the love of fucking God, like, take off the goddamn imager on that thing, bro. Fucking sounds horrible. I don't like the way it sounds. This sounds just like the other song. It feels like Ozone AI or some shit. The fucking imager, bro. Idea-wise, I'm not bored yet. Good shit going on here. This section's okay. Okay, there we go. I like those da 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 da. A swelling pad would be sick in this section. That effect, that drum, you know, that drum hit. If you like it, leave it. Personally, me, I would question it. I haven't heard it before. And is it in theme with the song? Or is it just being done for the sake of doing it? There you go, there's your volume. No need for that perk. It just gets way too busy. I'll say what I've been holding back from saying. This is just my intuition. Okay, the bass has a very wide layer to it. I feel it takes a bit away from the song. Maybe you can have it, but it doesn't have to be as big and as fat. But the presence of it is enough to give you the effect that you want. That's what I've been thinking this whole time as I hear this. I also had the insecurity that the lead down the center that you have don 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 feels like it's lacking warmth, which could be a thing of either the filter should be closed and you should allow the envelope to open it so that it hits and smacks harder and gets the character of the filter. From there, I thought the acid was fine. Like I'm bumping it really loud in my studio right now on this track. So the acid's leveled decently. I would say it's more about the perception of it. It's very deep. I didn't find any issues with it though at a loud volume. Here, the percussion comes in. I think it's cool to have it for the build if you wanted to create some form of contrast, change between the different sections of your song. When it bleeds into the drop, you're allowed to keep playing. It gets a bit too busy. And I would even argue that it's way too loud and mixed weirdly for what you're doing. Like that. Here it sounds cool because there's not a lot going on. Hi. I don't know what you're going for in terms of idea, but I'll say it like this. If I like, it feels like you're missing different sections to the song. Like, it feels like we're constantly stuck on this. Bomb, 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 right? Like that feels like we're just stuck on this. Like, I would even say here, why don't you just switch it? Why do the same shot? Like, maybe do a different sound for it, develop the sound, add another layer to it, and then eventually get out of that fucking thing, because I get bored of the song. And again, that could be a subjective thing. You could be doing everything right because you're trying to create what ChatGPT would call a hypnotic groove or some shit. But honestly, as a listener, I get bored by the time I get to this section. And then you go into the break. And it's the same exact thing. But what are we doing here? You know, like, what's different? What's the contrast between this and this besides the bass going away? You know what I mean? It's just way too repetitive. There's this guy, you know, be garlic lick or whatever. I fucking don't know his name, but he's a pretty good teacher. And he made a video where how he writes his music, which he's not doing melodic techno. He's doing like just music. But it kind of made sense to me. Right, he writes in sections. So he writes the chorus, then he'll write, beat the garlic, be the garlic, right? Be garlic lick. But he writes in different sections. So, like, you know, a song is essentially different sections. If it's a pop song, you have a verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse 2, chorus, and then you have a bridge, and then you have the final chorus. But he writes in sections because at the end of the day, music is jumping from section to section. With this song, it feels like we're stuck in the same section, which there's nothing wrong with that, especially in the words, quoting ChatGPT, this is a hypnotic groove track. But as a listener, I'm like, again, I'm craving a different section, a different vibe, a different something, instead of just having the same loop being, you know, adding a perk on top. I'm craving a part where the vocal maybe is allowed to shine more. I'm craving a part where maybe there's an ARP melody. I'm craving a part where the break goes into this crazy like climax in terms of either sound design or melody or harmony, right? I'm missing all of that. Because I hear the song from left to right, right? I'm like, okay, same thing. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm just getting bored. Maybe I'll work in a club, but subjectively, what I'm thinking with this track, that is the main issue with it for me. It's missing sections. It relies too much on the bass and the vocal. Like, it relies too much on stuff that isn't the main idea. Okay, that's all I got to say about it, man. That's my take on that. All right, Teddy Swims, Bad Dreams. Dude, I haven't seen you in a minute, bro. But next time, send me a goddamn SoundCloud link, bro. Or Dropbox. Google Drive's always a pain in the butt. It's going to take forever to load. There we go. Come on. You can do it. There we go.
Sun is going down. Time is running out. No one else around but me. Steady losing
do not WeTransfer me, man.
Steady losing my mind. Overshadow some gravity. Without you, there ain't no place for me to hide.
Nice, man.
Without you, I keep slipping in the bad dreams. But there's no you and I. Goes on when I try. I love you and I need you to set me free from all of these bad dreams. Waiting on the other side. Goes on when I try. I love you and I need you to set me free from all of these bad dreams. Waiting on the other side.
No, look at fucking Bronx, bro.
Goes on when I try. I love you and I need you to set me free from all of
gotta keep out. Is this ozone mastering again? Let's keep it going. Nice. See, here we're in a new section. Love that. New section. Love that. I'm just developing the ear for it. That's why. Slipping in a bad dream, but there's no you and I. Don't sound when I cry. I love you and I need you to set me free from all of these bad dreams. Waiting on the other side. Don't sound when I cry. I love you and I need you to set me free from all of these, all of these. Nice, nice. I like what you have, man. It's really dope. Like every section, something new, very catchy. The thing is you just gotta work, because this is what 4 it looks like. You just gotta work on the transitions. Like when you go from the break to the drop, from this break to this, like, you know, like fucking section where you had the chords and that, like doo, 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 doo. Really nice. Here. Is there anything you can have to sustain a tone? Ooh, 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 ooh. Probably find a better spot to repeat it. Someone gave me this feedback once. You gotta shift it more to the left, bro. Really catchy, bro. Really good. Really catchy. This part's getting way too busy. Way too busy. Yeah, so it's a remix. I don't know if I'm blocking that. It's a remix of Teddy Swims' Teddy Swims' Bad Dreams. It's a really good one. I like it a lot, man. The chord sounded fine to me. Damn, I went to the telly and came back to this. Vocals were out of tune. Maybe, I don't know. I was fucking vibing. It didn't sound that bad to me. Respectfully, man. It sounded great, actually. The reason ozone mastering is not bad, by the way, whoever asked. It's just that people use the AI and like the AI mastering feature in it, and it has a sound that it always gives, especially with the goddamn imager, that I'm just asking if, you know, I keep saying it. Everyone I've asked doesn't respond, which tells me I'm probably nailing this on the head. And yeah, it just doesn't sound that fucking good, man. It doesn't sound clean. It sounds like it's blurry. Like it sounds fucking like I'm driving my car and I can't see clearly, you know? I'm like I feel like I could grab a towel and wipe or decondense the fucking window or some shit, you know? Like that's what it feels like. So when I hear that effect and I hear it, I'm like, is that ozone mastering? Because I'm very familiar with it. Maybe it was just by the last part when I arrived. Maybe. I thought it was fine. It sounded really good. It definitely sounds like it's 4th time he's been working on it. So like transitions need work. There's certain spots where I was craving a lot more in terms of the like things, you know, like ear candy moments, sweeps, the echo towards the end of the drop. Set me free. I question that. doing that instead of just using a good old fucking echo, you know? But it's a really good idea, man. It's a really good idea. I enjoyed this one. I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, like the Titanic sex scene. I enjoyed this like if I was Leonardo DiCaprio painting some rich girl. And in my head, I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna be rich. My mom said I wouldn't amount to anything. Little did I know I'm gonna fucking die in like a few hours, you know, but, you know, aha.
Tell me you want me, tell me you need me, tell me you love me.
I'm gonna go get a coffee. I'm gonna tell my wife to make me a coffee.
Tell me you need me, tell me you love me. Tell me you want me, tell me you need me, tell me you love me. Tell me you want me, tell me you need me, tell me you love me. Tell me you want me, tell me you need me, tell me you love me. Tell me you want me, tell me you need me, tell me you love me.
Who wants to? My Moroder, Giorgio Moroder, bro. That was fun. Yeah, it's my wife. She made it. She knows. She's a very great wife, man. I love my wife so much that I tattooed the ring on the finger, man. Look at that. I love her, bro. She's fucking great, man. She's a good mom. She's also a good feedbacker. She tells you when stuff sucks and all this shit. Lately, she hasn't been saying stuff sucks, which is good, man. Thanks, man. You love my wife too. That's good. We have something in common, bro.
Tell me you need me, tell me you love me. Tell me you want me, tell me you need me, tell me you love
Analoggy bass.
me. Tell me you want me, tell me you need me.
Right out of the bat, I'll just say what's wrong because this is such a short song, right? So I'll say what's wrong from, yeah, fuck it. And then you guys can, you either go, he's right or he's fucking wrong. It doesn't matter. Drums, way too quiet. Could be more up front. Vocals cool. We're relying too much on it though. Bass is analog sounding, but maybe the envelopes are a little too snappy on it in the sense that if it was a Moog, it would sound fucking great, but it sounds like it's a polyphonic synth that isn't retrigged. It's in isn't retrigged, or Anna, I guess that's what you would say too. And it just, that movement is a little too weak and cheap sounding. Could be better. All right, here we go. Here's the drop. I need to cut out shit, create a moment. I had one student, I was teaching for a minute. You know, he's doing some great things now. Bless the man. And essentially, we got to a point where he was like, I want to see you make a song, Sen. And then I was like, oh, you want to watch me produce? Yeah, I just want to see you. Like, okay. So I do the whole sesh. I do a song. I tell him what kind of vibe you want. So we do it. And then he's like, okay, I learned a lot. And then he started explaining what he learned. And I was like, okay, cool. Finally, someone broke down the stuff that I should be teaching then. But yeah, one of the things he saw was during transitional periods, a lot of removal of stuff to create more dramatic moments and to make the next section that comes a lot stronger than what was before, right? So if you're going to transition from a build or whatever it is to the left, you can't leave everything fucking plain and then just fucking like boom, go into it. You have to lead your audience into it. So for instance here, you know, like you could remove stuff, bro. Remove the low end. Remove the low. Tell me you love me. No reason for that shaker to be there too. You tell me you love me, and then hit him with whatever you want. Some disco, some snort lines, and you drop, or some you know, signs. The 80s tom, Lindrum. By the way, Mystery Box has a Lindrum and a DMX. He's in the chat, bro. He's in the fucking chat. What a man. That is a fucking man right there. He has a goddamn DMX and Lindrum. Dude, way too much. And automation, exactly. Thanks, dude. That's good addition. Jesus, fuck me. You want the truth, or you want me to be nice to you? We can live in fairy tale land if you want. This was sick. Fucking great, bro. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, bro. I appreciate that you guys support me, by the way. I've always battled in my head whether I should like say a song is bad or say something's bad because you know, like I'm gonna lose a customer. Shit. Um, you know, my shit is ass, bro. This is okay. So I'll say it like this, right? Subjectively, production stuff aside, the bass obviously works, right? The bass is Giorgio Moroder, that Italo vibe. It's all sick. The vocal fits that vibe. Fucking insane. Hell yeah, bro. That works. Drums are not there, but they can get there. The thing is, though, the whole song has this vibe of disco, and when you go into that new section and do all of that, those are moments that people will look at you and go, "What the fuck are you doing?" You know, like everything else makes sense till we get to this part. You know, like maybe there's a better sound, something that can, you know, you can do there that doesn't make me go, oh, fuck, you know, shit. So that throws off like crazy. The vocal repeating constantly, right? You have to give the vocal a break, a breather at points. The human mind can, and this is, again, I have to say where this is from, and fuck, I gotta remember to like A and B, change the camera angle. The other thing is, this is from a classical composition book. I forget the name of it, but one of my cousins that was studying music theory, he gave it to me. He's like, I think you could use this. I was like, fucking asshole. And like, but I did read it, and one of the first things I read was about repetition, that you do need it, but usually the human mind, and there's a book, not me, okay? I'm not saying this is my way and this is the right way and shit. This is a book I fucking read that they give to students, you know, at Cal State Fullerton to learn from. You can only repeat something twice before someone gets bored of it. So again, if you want more context on that, you can keep the vocal going as long as you're adding stuff to it, but at some point, you know, it's like you can't add more because it just gets too cluttered. So you got to give the vocal a break. You know, I would say, do you know you want me? You know, repeat that for like what, 4-8 bars maybe? Max 8 bars, and give it a break. And then go into it later at a different section after another 8 to 16 bars, or use an echo or you know, switch it up. Like you can't have the vocal constantly doing that. Tell me you want me. Tell me you need me. Tell me you want me. You know what I mean? Like it just gets way too boring, and it makes it sound loopy and very, very amateurish. Okay. And then we talked about the shot there. That fuck you. The build up. Here I would have just gone into a totally different section. Let's say that you disagree with the ram is bad. More drums, some more shaker action. And then at one point too, sometimes you just have to kind of come to the terms that the song idea maybe isn't as strong and we should just work on another song. But yeah, man, you got it. You know, like I said, if you're inspired by the Italo disco stuff, do it. I think you can definitely like nail that vibe. It's just what you're showing me right now. Honestly, for me personally, it's one of those things where I'm like, I'm not too sure if the idea is that strong. I mean, just study other song structures and you can learn a lot from how they use repetition. Like how Max Martin uses repetition in his tracks. In my opinion, he is the repetition master. Fair, I have to study him, man. I love me some good Backstreet Boys, some NSYNC, some Britney Spears. Like, fuck, dude. I live for that shit, man. Honestly, usually, like I'm taking my family to Vegas at the end of this month. Next week, bro. And like on the way there, I'm always hearing like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys from an analytical perspective. Because when I was younger, I would just listen to it and not know what the hell was going on. I just hear the song, right? But damn, man, those songs are so well made. Like, it's not even funny, man. Like, I appreciate it even further now that I kind of understand like song structure and like I understand production. Like, I hear those songs and go, oh my God. Oh my God. It's crazy, man. All right, Fade, Online Garage.
Aquí ya son las 5. Pensando en las veces que te he visto. Estoy que te escribo y no me resisto. Porfa, no me dejes en visto. Sabes que me cuesta, yo no insisto. Pero por más nadie me desvisto. Yo sé que me dijiste, será la última vez. Pero aquí estamos otra vez. Contento que tú me hiciste, solo te veo, cuánto te acompaño, no sé. Si yo sé que me quisiste, por un rato, de ti yo no me siento igual, me distrae igual. Tú siempre vuelves, eso no va a cambiar. Te busco y no me van a preguntar. Sé que me dijiste, será la última vez. Pero aquí estamos otra vez. Contento que tú me hiciste, solo te veo, cuánto te acompaño, no sé.
Blackstreet Boys.
Por un rato, de ti yo no me olvidé. Pensaba que todo sería distinto. ¿Cómo salgo de este laberinto? Wow, eso fue tal estimo un rato. Pero tú me estabas pa' un gato. Ey, 24/7, eso me da contigo. Pasar cuando yo te coja sin ropa. Por mi ropa, por perder en la toca. Sin capota, como se mueve de rico mi besota. Si no...
Sounds like Chris Lake finally dated a Latina, man. I don't know how I feel about it, to be fair. I'm not vibing, but it's... I'll try and explain why. It's always the important thing is the why. So when I hear that drop, the vocals, it's obviously a remix, right? So the vocals are very sped up. They're very fast, right? Very chaotic, right? So in a reggaeton song, that makes sense because reggaeton beats usually aren't too busy. Boom, ba, 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 boom. So the vocal can rap, right? Like, but the thing is, you're doing garagey, and the drums are hella chaotic as well. And then the vocals chaotic. So you have a lot of chaotic elements, stuff with rhythm that's playing at once. So the vibe, it isn't vibing. In the words of Daishi, it's too busy. That's the initial reaction I had when I heard that. So me trying to explain that to you, right, is the vocals, maybe you shouldn't play the fucking whole thing. Maybe you should do Ya tu pequeta. Ya vas a saber que te quiero. Pero nita. You know, instead of playing the whole thing out like that. You know what I mean? Like if I had to explain the why I'm saying like, oh, I'm not vibing with this, that would be it. That would be it. And I'm doing that. I'm going above and beyond for you because other people will review this, go, oh, it's cool, you know, but I'm telling you why I'm not vibing, why I'm not going, oh, fuck. Anyways, that's what I would say. Break, vocal can go fast, allow for it to happen. Drop, since you're going to have very busy drums and moving, like, you know, very busy drums, then opt to have vocals not be so busy, you know. And so that's I think that's the best way to put it. Production wise though, it's pretty sick. If I mute the vocals, I think the idea is pretty solid. Sounds like Chris Lake. I'm not lying, dude. Met this girl in the woods. Bro, I know who you are, bro. Like, yeah, you'll get it, man. So yeah, I feel you got this. Okay, you lost your mind, unreleased John Anthony. Bro, I like your hair. You look like Hardwell got a perm, bro. That's crazy. From this angle. From this. Hardwell got a perm, bro. Shit. Hardwell. Bro, I'm not lying. Y'all can tell me I'm crazy, bro. No, wait. There's some similarities there, bro. Harold got a perm. Okay. Shit. By the way, the next pack is mystery box. Send me that Lindrum, bro. I'll give it back. I promise. That the next pack is a fucking indie dance pack. I decided on it, man. you persuaded me, you influenced me to do an indie dance pack next. Send me the Lindrum. Oh, hell no. What do you want me to call it? Dark disco. Cocaine lines. Snow lines.
Let me show you something. Lost your mind.
Sounds like the new Martin Garrix chick. What are you talking about, bro? I'm trying to process this. I'm like, what the hell's going on? It's like a bass house track made its way into an indie dance track, bro.
Your mind. You motherfuckers lost your mind.
Yeah, but this is not Marcus Strauss, bro. Like, the drums are so wrong if that's the case. Sorry, man. Hold on. Let me work on my delivery here. Yeah, man. Yeah, to me, when I hear this, it sounds like bass house, but someone decided to use a drum machine and, like, cool, you use a drum machine, but the drums just don't fit what's going on. I mean, this idea of a bass pitching down like this, we've heard so many times. It doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. It just means that you're doing it, right? And we've heard it, so we already have something that we can deem as good, right? We can't say it's up for interpretation. I mean, like, there's songs that have done this already that have been successful, so why not use that as the standard, right? So when this drops, yeah, like, it's just the drums are wrong compared to what those songs are doing. So what do you mean kill, bro? What the fuck? But Marcus Strauss drums, bro. I've been running 10 miles like every weekend. So I listen to a lot of music. I've been listening to this motherfucker. Look at him. Like,
You talk a little lips. Working.
yeah, his drums are great, man. That's what you want, I would say. So the drums are wrong in your song. I would like when doing it in that regards, right? With the right, the fucking something like that. Yeah, it's a lot more bouncier. So that's what I would say. I think you're overdoing it.
Lost your mind.
But anyways, let's see what happens. Maybe it's meant to be Cocaine House. I would say this. If I were to work on this, let's say you're the producer, you're paying me my rate, and I'm like, and you're like, no, I want this to work. You could fucking do it. Then I would say, all right, John, at least meet me here. Kick drum, let's change that thing, man. We can use these drums, but let's change the kick drum. Maybe the kick drum can be different so that when this doom happens, it gets bouncier. And the doom, we can also sidechain it a little bit more to add some movement in there. And then from there, we work on the snare, but we can keep everything else, John. How does that sound, John? Can I get my fucking money, John? And then you'll tell me I'll pay you on the 33rd, fool. Like a fucking frat boy, dog. Anyways, that's what I would say. Maybe switch the kick. And the snare can beef you. I like the drums to an extent because they're disco-y.
You motherfuckers lost your
Junior.
mind.
You better not be using a goddamn Lindrum kick either, man. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna tell you this story. I don't know if he's here, and then again, remind me to change the camera if I forget to change it. Yeah, like with this guy, we're on music. He tells me, bro, I don't fucking know. There's this track from Eddie M or some shit, and like they sound pretty good. So then I hear the song, and I hear it. I bump it up, and I'm like, bro, it sounds like shit. No, he's in. Anyways, he goes on to play out some Eddie M shit, and then he comes back and tells me, yeah, it sounded like shit on big speakers. I'm like, no fucking shit. No fucking shit. Don't use a Lindrum kick. Don't use a Lindrum kick. Yeah, you need more too, man. This is just way too, I like the vocals though, the idea.
You motherfuckers lost your mind. Let me show you how it's done. Honey, I'll slap you with my left hand because it ain't
Man, these vocals are great. But yeah, work at it, man. I think it's a cool song to kind of improve on. It's pretty sick. Like, I like the vibe of it. It could be a lot more though. Right now, it just sounds like a drum machine and like a bass pitching down. But there's potential in this. Look at what's in right now, what people want, and maybe get some inspiration from that. But I'll tell you this, like lately I've been using the Lindrum drum machine a lot, the VST plugin of it for programming beats, the DMX. It's all valid. But when it comes time to start like stemming shit out, I usually switch to kick because the kick from those machines suck ass for what you're doing. So that's all I'm going to say. Keep the indie dance thing going. Baby Hardwell with a perm. I love that shit. What a great man. Uh-huh. Let's see, where am I? Okay, I'm going to randomize now. Let's see what we get. Motherfuckers playing here on my birthday. Ah, fuck. I'm gonna skip half of this shit. Okay. It sounds like I'm a soldier in the Middle East that went into a strip club, bro. Holy shit. HBO After Dark. Yeah, it's a great kick, man. It's a very tiny kick, but that's what you want for this stuff. Like, it sounds great. It's a good kick. No, this is great, by the way. Don't let my antics fool you. This is a good song. I'm just, again, music should invoke feeling, reaction. You can't control what the person's gonna feel, but you should feel empowered and happy that people hear your music and react to it, right? Like, brings joy. Maybe they're at a shisha, but I don't know what the hell that means. At a, how do you say it? At a hookah bar. I was about to confuse that with gente. I went to a hookah bar when I was younger. I had an Egyptian friend, and he would always take us, and these fools with their Ferraris sitting like outside the goddamn hookah bars. In I think it's around Santa Ana or Anaheim. There's like Little Arabia or some shit. Yeah, dude, used to go there all the time as a youngin. Habibi. Yeah, I agree. The kick is very clicky. Here, let me be more specific. I like how the kick is short and has a nice vibe to it, but I agree it's too clicky for the chill vibe the song has. I agree with you. Oh my God. Hell yeah. 10 walls. It's not bad, bro. It's not bad. It's pretty decent, like pretty good. Like I respect you. I respect it, Doug. It's good. I'm gonna be like Grinds, naked in a box. Okay. Yeah, good song. So here, this is what I'll say. I think, I don't make this kind of stuff. I've had one student that makes it, not in this style. I didn't even know this existed, to be fair. And to be honest, I even told this to him, so don't take it up the butt or anything, man. I told him this is the kind of music elites hear in a room full of underage girls or some shit as they do their fucking rich people thing or billionaire thing, Yeah, like I don't know where the fuck my brain was at with that one. I'm sorry. It's a joke I was gonna do, but I think it's way too never edgy. Fuck that. We don't joke about that. But yeah, like it's like it's like there's groove, shaker, shed, and like ethnic instruments in it. He does it usually mantra vocals, shit like that. And I didn't know that stuff existed until he came. His name's Atreus, and yeah, it's pretty vibey. It's pretty vibey. But this is what I'll say about this one. If I have to give any feedback, right, which I probably shouldn't, but if it's valuable to you, the reverbs sound cheap. A lot of high end to them. I would want more of a warmer reverb for what you're doing because it feels like the song is chill. The instruments are nice, but the reverb is way too cold. So reverb with more depth, less highs is what I would say. Could definitely make this a lot better. And then the kick. I like the kick. I think it's the right choice to pick. If you're making your kicks with kick 2 or kick 3, right, you have to control the initial pitch of the kick to control the tone of the click. I would definitely lower that down more because it's way too clicky. Again, you have a chill vibe going, so that's what I would say as well. I agree with whoever said that in the chat. But yeah, that would be my main thing if you wanted to work on something, like just the reverbs and the kick. But other than that, man, good shit. Good shit, dude. This was great. I'm surprised you only have 11 followers. Like, you gotta put yourself out there. Yeah, there you go. You have one song. Put yourself out there, man. All right, won't go home. Owns. Yeah, Sebastian Lerger, man. I used to go to this Lerger. I used to go to this climbing gym, and they would, when we got there was this one guy, like, he would play melodic techno, melodic house stuff, and yeah, that's how I found out about Sebastian Lerger, because one of the songs came on when I was climbing, and I was like, oh shit, this is fucking great. I forget what song it was, but there was like a Chinese dragon on the cover. My man, Space 92 it. I wouldn't be happy with the kick. Gotta EQ the kick, make it punch, make it hammer more.
No, we won't go home. No, we won't go home. Dance, sweat all night long. Please, just one more song. Keep the party going. No, we won't go dance, sweat all night long. Please, just one more song. Keep the party going. No, we won't go home.
The repetition of it. I'm not a fan of it. Maybe some people will like it. Personally, I thought it didn't work.
No, night long. Please, just one more song. Keep the party going. No, we won't go home.
What's going on?
No, we won't go home.
Yeah, that's ozone mastering, bro. Nah, I'm kidding. I don't know what that is. There are a couple of companies I choose not to support anymore. Top Music Arts. I don't know if you're using one of their templates, because they just rip out the fucking drums from the song. Motherfucking lazy cunts. So is it because of the hats are wide? I don't know. I just want to talk shit, bro. Nah. Alright, let's hear the break. Nice, nice. But why does everything sound so... Is this ozone mastering?
Dance, sweat all night long. Please, just one more song. Dance, we party go. Go home.
Cool. Keep at it. This is what I'll say. If you're using Top Music Arts, don't use their drums. They rip drums out of the songs with AI and then just put them in there instead of making them themselves or finding the real ones and processing. The drop is too complicated. I agree. I just don't like the sound, the ARP sound.
No, we won't go home.
It's just an ARP, and the problem with it is just, it takes up a lot of space, and like it just, the more you play it, the more it's like, ugh. So what I would say is this: with that ARP, maybe like play it as accent shots, no, and that's it, and then echo it out, and then do call and response with different sounds. If we look at the great Space 92 MG, that's what he does, right? He'll do it in a way where it's like, or the sound he's doing it with isn't as metallic or FM-y as the one you're using. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. keep cheating on her with my sample packs. I'll make sure to add a pretty lady on the next one. But so yeah, call and response, man. That ARP thing is way too crazy, I would say. If you want to keep it going, then you gotta add movement to it, and you gotta weaken it. Thanks, man. I thought the break was pretty dope. I like when people do stuff like that. I call that risking it. So the problem with me for a lot of tech house artists and tech house people, and techno, is when they go into a break and they do not the lazy thing, but like the minimal effort thing, which is they just remove stuff, and then that's it. I say, why not risk it? Which risking means you do something crazy in the breaks. You know, like for instance, Marco Strap. We were talking about that Snogo track. Like, motherfucker risks it. Doing this? That's risking it. Because it's going to throw people off. Some people won't play it, but other people are going to love it. Like, that's all risking. So anytime people do that and break the norm, I'm all for it. So definitely keep that. Do
all night long. Please, just one more.
Again, the ARP thing. Oh, here.
Please.
That's it. No. Fucking echo washout. Maybe a reverse sucking effect. Back into it. No. You get my drift? I think you do. I don't know how I would do that reverse sucking effect, but it would be fucking insane if you can pull that off. Because I'm fucking Mormon, bro. I go there every year and I go pray. No, I'm kidding. I went to Utah, man. Sayama. Oh, yeah, Brew. Thank you, man. I'm gonna get me a burrito. My wife's like, no more Chipotle. I'm like, why? She's like, you can't afford it. I'm like, oh, no, but I want a burrito. Now I'm gonna tell her, I told you I wanted a burrito. Sour cream, carne asada, brown rice, brown beans. What sauce do I want? Hot. Yes. You got something hotter? No? Okay. Guac on the side? Fuck yeah, I'm gonna get the guac on the side, bro. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that, dude. I'll bring your song up in a sec. With salsa, yes, guac. And maybe I'll even get the queso bueno, queso fresco on the side, bro. Chipotle is one of God's gifts. One of God's gifts. I love Jesus. Wait, we already heard this guy. Stand on. We already heard you, man. I only do one song per artist. My sis. Wait, no, my home. You would say. You would say.
Coming too close and touching too much. In my anger, you would rap. Stop.
Ozone mastering? You gotta let me know. Ozone mastering? Yes or no?
Stand back, because I am something else. Do you see this wall? I strut and smile.
Fucking called it, bro. No, I'm being serious. If it's ozone I can tell when it's ozone mastering, bro. I can fucking tell, bro. I have an ear for this shit. Now you're probably gonna say psych. Yeah, so right now I would say the low end's not proper. That's about it. Let's hear that idea. No, it's just when you use ozone. Okay, like I didn't used to believe this. Okay, so I once got invited out to Bernie Grunman Mastering. Essentially, this is a place where they mastered Michael Jackson. They mastered a lot of top hits. I think they mastered some ABBA shit too. Anyways, you walk in and you're met by these fucking wall full of holy fuck, what? They mastered the Lion King there. Point being, I was in there with an engineer, and then he was showing me like the gear they have and everything. I guess they get it custom made and it's pretty gnar. And eventually he starts getting into talks about ozone and how it has a certain sound and all this. But in my I'm like you guys right now. I'm like, man, this guy's fucking bullshitting, and man, fuck that. He's just living in the past. But no, I think the more I do this, the more I can hear it. And I think it has to deal with the imager on it. That's what fucks a lot of people's tracks up. So that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna use ozone ozone master, the AI master, get rid of the goddamn imager on it. It sounds like shit. The drop doesn't sound like it has ozone mastering unless I audit. Like if I hear the highs on the open hat, I'm like ozone mastering. I feel that's what I'm gonna guess. The break, you could hear it instantly because of the stereo imaging on the vocals, the reverb on it and stuff. So like it just sounds it sounds weird. Like when I hear like really well mixed tracks, it doesn't have that vibe. It doesn't have that blurriness to it. So that's, that usually gives it away. There's nothing wrong with it though. If you can't master something, use ozone mastering. But for the love of God, if you value anything like that, I have to say, just turn off the imager. I think everything else is sick on it, but the imager on it is whack. All right, let's hear the song idea, okay? So right now, if I were to say the low end, the bass isn't working. I think it's that top bass. Either one needs another layer in the mid lows, because right now the track, it's dun 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 dun, but it sounds like you have a sub and it sounds like you have a top bass. It feels like there might be something missing in between that. So it's either one, that top bass gets more of the it's more of the mid lows, or the bottom bass, the sub, you have to produce some upper frequencies for it.
Cuts like a sword, sugar, and I lack talent for confidence. Yes, I am so sassy, sexy, pretty with class, but I do things my way every day. Oh, I really low. Don't get it twisted, sweetheart.
Too much reverb. Well, don't get it confused. They're sucking at music and they're sucking at mixing, mastering, the technical side of it. If you have good ideas, but they just sonically don't sound there, I think that's a better problem to have than having horrible ideas and being able to mix that shit properly, bro. Sassy sister. AI, make me a vocal of a sassy sister.
I will handle you. Of course, I'm even in.
Sassy sister. Oh, hell no.
Don't touch my man.
Oh my God. Well, I like the fact that you're risking it and trying to be unique. So that's. Wait a minute. Hell no.
Touch my man.
That's not bad. There's this song by Fisher that does that. What song is it? Guys, you gotta help me out. Dun, dun, dun. What song is it? Is it out yet? I think it might be an ID. Bro, I always use those. Oh no. Nah, you're good though. I mean, if it works, it works. Maybe there's a way of using it.
You would rap. Stop.
Yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff. No, there is one. I forget. It's sick. It's a sick song, bro. But yeah, the song cool, man. I mean, it sounds like there's too much reverb. Sonically, it's not there. Idea wise, I would say it's definitely decent. So yeah, keep at it, man. It might be Take It Off. No, I don't think it is though. It might be. I don't know. I'm curious. No, I think you are right. I think. No.
Undress.
No, there's another one. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I'm asking more for me to hear it because I love that song. It might be Freaks. I don't know. I'm gonna go. Do I like Marcus Strauss? Yeah, I like him. I mean, he's a competitor in the sample pack space. I don't know if people know that, but nah, it's all. All right, we're gonna move on. Good stuff. P plus. Ah, fuck. I'm gonna go P. I'll be back.
Pussy, no need for love. Say money, cash out my luck. Pussy, no need for love. Say money, cash out my luck. Pussy, no need for love. Say money, cash out my luck. Pussy, no need for love. Say money, cash out my luck. Pussy.
Oh yeah, bro, I'm young. You're old right now. What? No. Yeah, the kick isn't punching like it should. That's why. It sounds like a kick on kick 3 without either a click or the initial pitch is very low, very, very low. So it's not producing enough of a pitch change on the kick. But who cares, man? Who cares? It doesn't sound optimal, that's for sure. But hey, switch the kick.
Pussy. Money. Cash out my luck. 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 Pussy. Cash out my luck. Luck.
Nah, that's not them, man.
Cash out my luck.
I'll say this. I mean, yeah, sonically this sounds I like the idea. I think the idea is cool. Bass idea, you know, doom doom. I think the bass patterns.
Pussy.
I also think that the drums are okay. We shouldn't fall into the trap of making everything sound super beefed up. I mean, look at some of Chris Lake's tracks. It's just an open hat and a fucking clap, bro.
Pussy, pussy, pussy.
Pussy, pussy, pussy. But yeah, it's a work in progress. Definitely has a lot. I'll say this. I think the bass is sick. The bass pattern. The bass itself, like someone said, way too choked out, but I like the bass pattern. The bass pattern's catchy.
Cities in America.
Right off the get-go, and I'm sorry, I know, guys. I'm not sure how I feel about the syncopation on that fucking bass. Might be subjective, but to me it feels I think one thing my cousin told me, again, same guy that gave me that book. I don't know if this is valid advice. I'll just share it, and maybe if it helps someone, it helps someone. When you're on the beat, you land on the beat. So, right, the kick hits, you land on the beat. But anything in between that, you can syncopate the shit out of it. But when you land on the kick or on the beat, you always make sure that thing lands on the beat. But everything afterwards, you can like make it like be like dragging, rushing, you know. But I don't know if that's a valid advice. I used to do it a lot. I don't really do it because I don't really have to swing like that. But that's what he told me. He was a drummer too, so maybe that makes sense. He was in Drumline, like a very prestigious one. I forget the name of it, but they would travel, compete all over. But that's the advice he gave me, was like, when you land on the beat, you land on the beat. But anything other than that, then you can have it be ahead or before, like, yeah, or late or earlier to give it that swag. But then I would have asked him this right now. What about the offbeat? Should the offbeat land right on there or not? So, you know, that would be another question I would have to ask him. But I don't know. It made sense to me. I get it. I can see why it works. But yeah. And swing some shit on the quarter grid and still make the song sound good. It's not like beat match with itself. You need to have a root. Thank you. There you go. That's a good way. Thank you, Morgan. You need to have a root. But I don't know. This bass definitely give me that iffy vibe.
This broadcast reflects much, but not all, of what it is to be black in many cities in America.
Like you see, we outside, broad day. You feel me? So, man, that's just how
Is that vocal needed?
Controlled out here.
Man, I like the idea of it. I thought the vocal was too much. Let's see.
You feel me? So, man, that's just how we got our hoods controlled out here.
The more to the right, the more it feels like the bass works now. Maybe I just had to hear it for a while. In America, echo into.
But we got this image of the hood that we gangsters, we thugs, and we not.
That works a lot better because it's not all sudden being thrown at me at once. So you wait a little bit to introduce the vocal, so that works better.
Fucking men, bro. We king. We survivors. We just willing to do whatever we gotta do to bring that food to the table. We doing whatever we gotta do to survive by any means. That's a difference, bro. Like, it's a big difference. But motherfuckers look at us as barbarians.
That's sick, bro. I like that. You're winning slowly. You're winning me over slowly. I first started off like, I don't know. And now it's like, okay, yes, this is great. This is good. What the fuck? I like this, man. I gotta turn on the AC too.
This broadcast reflects much, but not all, of what it is to be black in many cities in America.
If we all outside, the police pull up, the police go, we can make the police turn back the fuck around. That's a powerful ass city, bro.
You know, we don't be beefing with niggas. You can't beef with niggas and get money, bro.
Sure. Not sure if I vibe with the brass coming in there like that. But yeah, this is good. Yeah, I would play it too if I had a gig like at a restaurant or like at a pool top bar or at a rally, at a protest. Fuck yeah, bruh. Yeah, I figured the label wouldn't like. It's just the way it's brought in. I'd say you can do it. It's just you gotta have like a mini break, build up to it. That would be my take on that. Yeah, man, sick. I like it a lot, dude. This is good. Not sure the strings are funky enough. Probably. It's just the vocal. Fuck. The strings don't bother me like that, to be honest. But maybe you guys are right. I think every feedback, like I said, is valid. The question is it subjective or is it objective, right? I think the strings work objectively. Subjectively, yeah, we can debate the sound, whether the sound is good or not. You know, like that's up for debate. What kind of sound should it be? But I think the strings being there doesn't hurt the song. So I and have it as ambulance. No, yeah, dude, Brew has so many good songs. Like I'm always telling him, like, bro, like when are you gonna release your stuff? Because I think, yeah, man, everything I hear from him, I like a lot. So it's maybe because I'm 33, I'm not sure, but it's really good, man. Some really good stuff. Like these tracks can be played by so many fucking DJs, I feel like. And the vibe is just great on every single track. You guys know I don't give that away so lightly. So yeah, man, good shit. I love the song. Good stuff. Man, why your name is Naomi? Fuck you, bro. I saw Naomi Russ. I was like, ooh, a chick. And now what the fuck is this, bro? Jack's Core. Got some dude, looks like he's about to get beheaded. God damn, man. It's either that or he's fucking nutting. I landed on your song twice. What the fuck? Christina Tatiana. Bro, you're a fucking asshole, bro. He also put himself as Christina Tatiana. It worked. You got me, bro. It fucking worked. I got fucking catfished, bro. She got, yeah. Damn, they got us. Don't tell me you wouldn't have done the same, bro. You got me twice in a row. Can you? All right, let's see the trap beat. Why the fuck is my track a related track on this shit, bro? How the fuck do I have anything in common with this? It definitely has a very interesting sound. I like the idea. Okay, I'll say it like this. Look, as you get better, you can make things sound too perfect. I like that bass. I'm not gonna lie. It definitely caught my ear in a good way. I don't like the low end response on it, but I think that bass, the bass sounds, there's something nice about it. Hear me out. I feel it could be a good texture layer, and it just needs more low end, like another 808 at the bottom that's traditional, and then this layered on top of it. I'm telling you. And then there's a bottom sub that, yeah, sounds a little whack, like a drone-ish sound. Something like an 808 like that, bro. What the fuck? Like, I'm just so curious, bro. Mexican. Ah, that sucked. Yeah, I made a nasty. You guys couldn't hear that? God damn it! I made a nasty ass 808. I think because I have to have Whatever, bro. Whatever. All right, it could have been a sick cut. Whatever, man. Fuck this shit. I like this. I like some of the sounds. I think the piano's sick. Yeah, man. Just sonically though, the low end's not there. Some good stuff about it. Yeah, it's cool, man. There's something about it that's yeah, the thin synths, no, but there's definitely something cool about this, man. I like the tone of something in this. Good stuff. Okay. I think one day I want to make beats. Like I want to be like Mike Dean. I'm a bit iffy on the click of the kick. I would say if you can numb a bit with a high shelf the high end a bit. If it's one of my kicks, I might have clipped it and I fucked up there and I'm so sorry. But other than that, let's see what.
Yeah, my mind corrupt.
Yeah, my mind corrupt. I need you to back it up.
Yeah, my mind corrupt.
Bass has a frequency on the mid-low area. So I would say it's a resonance I would want to control. Like, there. Yes, I will do it.
Yeah, my mind corrupt.
Yeah, my mind corrupt.
Only deal with nines and up.
I need you to back it up.
Yeah, my mind corrupt.
Yeah, my mind corrupt. Swear I don't feel it now.
I also hear it in this.
Swear I don't feel it now. I need you to back it up.
Yeah, my mind corrupt. Yeah, my mind corrupt. I need you to back it up. She wish she got it.
Yeah, my mind corrupt. I need you to back it up.
Yeah, my mind
Corrupt.
she wish she got it.
I need you to.
My mind she wish she my mind
Yeah, my mind corrupt. I need you to back it up. Yeah, my mind corrupt.
Yeah,
Yeah, my mind
the
corrupt.
long hair dude.
Swear I don't feel it.
Ah, you don't tell him, bro.
Swear I don't feel it now. Yeah, my mind corrupt.
It's very dark.
Yeah, my mind corrupt. Swear I don't feel it now. Swear I don't feel it now. I need you to back it up.
Ah, sick. Corrupt, don't get it up. That's cool, man.
my mind my mind
It's cool. I don't know how you feel. This is just me. Post-apocalyptic sound. Let's go on Splice, bro. Let's go on Splice real quick. Oh no. It's gonna have me sign in again. Fuck. You know what I mean? Some texture would be dope on that. Like it'd be sick. I'd feel like some like apocalyptic to go with it. Like I think I would bring it up. Let's say we want to make it more than a club track. You want to add some of that atmosphere. I think it's valid.
Yeah, my mic go up.
I need King to bag it up.
My mic.
Also, I'm very iffy on the low end because you feel like a shark is chasing you. That's fair.
Yeah, my mic go up.
I would check the low end. I feel there's something weird going on with it, but I like check it with Vision 4X or something. It feels like it's phasey or like it's a detuned something, detuned bass, and it's like this. I'll just check it. Other than that, pretty cool. Alright. What? Yeah, dude, I don't really use Splice that much unless it's like for sounds I don't really have. That's why I have 40,000 credits or whatever, 8,000 credits, man, because yeah, I don't like Splice. Splice is some good stuff. Like I'll use it for like idea drafting or getting an idea, vocals, maybe drums I don't have. But other than that, usually, unless I'm using Oliver tools or certain niche packs, like, I don't know, man. I question a lot of the stuff on there. I feel like a lot of it is AI based now too, which sounds kind of whack, but I don't know. That's why I have a lot. I don't really use it that much. This is sounding glorious. I really like the soundscape of this. Shakers are nice, well placed. I would say your close hats, your throat are fighting with your shakers. Do you need that? I think your shakers can just stand by themselves, man. Like you don't really need to be doing no thrills and shit. You know, when you get the close hat, it gets busy on that end. But everything else sounded pretty good. I would also question the clap. But I like how it sits in the back more than in the front.
Not afraid about this.
No. In fact, I almost feel good at the approach of death. As you live many years, things take on a repeat Is that ended? Are you ended? Things take on a repeat. You understand?
What the hell is this vocal,
you keep
man?
seeing the same thing over and over again. The same
This vocal's whack.
substance, the same action.
Usually I'm down with these vocals, but this is this vocal,
so you get
what
a
the?
little bit tired of life, so
I feel like any moment now he's gonna be like, "You're not from around here, are you?" Like, goddamn.
if death comes, you almost say, "Okay, baby, it's time."
What the fuck is he talking about?
No. In fact, I almost feel good at the approach of death.
Ah, okay, the approach
As
of
you
death.
live many years, things take on a repeat. Is that ended? Are you ended? Things take on a repeat. You understand? You keep seeing the same thing over and over again. The same substance, the same action, the same reaction.
Damn.
So you get a little bit tired.
Things aren't like they used to be now.
If death comes, you almost say, "Okay, baby, it's time. It's good."
Okay, baby. It's time to die.
So I know I have very little fear of death. In fact, I almost welcome it.
I mean, deep house. It brings a new meaning to deep house. I don't know. I just don't like the tone of that voice. I think the message is good because the fear of death is something that we all face and no one talks about. We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die. The good thing is we're all dying.
The same thing over and over again. The same substance, the same action, the same reaction. So you get a little bit tired of life. So if death comes,
Yeah,
you
exactly,
almost
bro.
say, "Okay, baby,
Let's do. You want
it's
to do it?
time.
Let's do it, bro.
It's
Fuck
good."
yeah.
So I know I have very little fear of
Let me show you what to put.
In fact, I almost welcome it. There's no life, there's no sunlight.
What I try to tell you, this country, you gotta make the money first. Then when you get the money, you get the power. Then when you get the power, then you get the money. What I try to tell you,
When you write,
this
your
country,
words must
you
go
gotta
like
make the
this.
money first.
Bim, bim, bim. Bim, bim, bim.
Then when you get the money, you get the power. Then when you get the power, then you get the money. What I try
The fucking Good song, good song. It did invoke a reaction out of everyone. I thought that was great, man.
Go like this. Bim, bim, bim. Bim, bim, bim. Bim, bim, bim.
Wait, what? Let me stop. Okay, let me stop disrespecting the song. What the hell is going on? At first, I thought it was about death, but what happened?
There's no life, there's no sunlight. When you write, your words must go like this. Bim, bim, bim. Bim, bim, bim. Bim, bim, bim. Bim, bim, bim.
What's the point of that? What's the point of that? Okay, leave the vocal, that's fine. I agree with everything except that part. I don't get that part, man. I really don't. Bam bam bam. Bam bam bam. Everything else is nice. Good stuff, bro. Good stuff. But I don't get the bamba. Yeah, I got quiet all of a sudden. What the hell, man? Wait, can you guys hear that or? Wait, can you guys hear that or no? Okay, got it. Yeah, I don't know. The volume went all the way down for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, I have my thing up. I don't know. I would say, do you need the vocal on the drop? I'm not sure if you need it. It just depends on the kind of track you're building, but I would question the drop vocal, like the vocal. This part's good, man. Something different. Here's what I would say personally. Okay, bro, listen. No vocals, let it groove. And then here, I want you to come in with something different that we haven't heard before. Don't do the same thing. Come in with a different sound. Think something gated, a different hook melody, acid, you know, like something different. You can't do what you just did before. Here, come in with something different. Going down, down. We going down, down. We're going down, 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 or down, down, down. You know, like.
You can move to the beat. Let me see just how you groove, yeah. Don't look around. Can't you see everybody's getting down? Won't you catch my love on the dance?
Yeah.
Show me what you got. Can you take me high? Come on and catch my love.
Oh, dude. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Yes. Yes. Yeah, cool, man. Just kill the repetitiveness. Hold up. Oh, there's an Amber Alert. Did you guys get the Amber Alert? An Amber Alert has been activated by the California. Derek and Jaden Hernandez are missing and believed to be in imminent... Oh, shit. All right, guys, I have to go look for them. I'm kidding, but they get a... It would be a fucking Chrysler, bro. You know how those cars go, man. You see a Chrysler outside a house, you know where to get some good cocaine weed. Hold up. How's it go work out? Yeah, man, just switch up the mid drop and the last drop. Like acid, the root sandstone, you know, those kind of sounds. You could do that or find something different to do. Don't keep it so repetitive. Give everything a break. You'll be good, man. You know, give the synth sounds a break after like certain sections. If you want to take it like above and beyond, never mind, you fucking do it here. So yeah, you're good. Oh yeah, someone, thank you, man. What the hell is 60? What is that? It's not $60. That's 60 rupees. Hold up. Oh, now I gotta get, hold up. I'm assuming there's only one Chris in here. Yeah, Paradox 6 is out tomorrow morning. I stayed up all night filling it up more. I might try and get some more vocals in there. Not from me, but it just depends if they respond and accept my bonus payment, because I feel like I can add more. Let's see, and then it was... What? The interpretive dancer? Someone just submitted 16-year-old rapper. I want to hear that. Don't catfish me. That's all I ask.
O papo é reto, são várias. Só de braço cruzado, vendo as piranha passar. Isso é barulho de verdade.
Thanks, bro.
Aí, rapaziada. O papo é reto, o papo é reto. São várias meninas que eu tô
Brasil,
metendo
foca! Let's fucking have an orgy.
O papo é reto, o papo é reto. São várias meninas que eu tô metendo direto. O papo é reto, o papo é reto. São várias meninas que eu tô metendo direto. São várias meninas que eu tô metendo direto. Não se apega, querida, tá iludida. Não se apega, querida, tá iludida. Hoje tu tá sentando, amanhã quem senta é sua amiga. Hoje tu tá sentando, amanhã quem sua amiga.
How do you guys feel about the beat though? I get it. There's a lot of fucking pride. Hell yeah. But what do you feel about the bass? It feels like the bass needs more, no? Doom, 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 doom. Yeah, I guess you're right. It's fine. Doom, 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 doom.
Demorou, mas chegou, seu puto. Vamos que vamos. Pô, de agora, viado.
Oh yeah, the vocals, the drums.
Aí, mulher. Tem aquele potinho sacando lá pra começar.
Got it.
Só de braço cruzado, vendo as piranha passar. Isso é banho de verdade. Aí, rapaziada, ela se envolveu comigo, sabendo que eu não presto. Eu nunca fui só de uma, por isso dou papo reto. O papo é reto, o papo é reto. São várias meninas que eu tô metendo direto. O papo é reto, o papo é reto. São várias meninas que eu tô metendo direto. O papo é reto.
I really don't know how to feedback this. I feel like the groove needs more though. It's not grooving like it should, I feel. But you guys can correct me. You guys are experts. I'm not on this stuff.
Metendo direto, o papo é reto, o papo é reto. São várias meninas que eu tô metendo
Right, is this tech house still, right?
O papo é reto, o papo é reto. São várias meninas.
Nah, well, maybe, I don't know. Oh my gosh, shut up, bro.
São várias meninas que eu tô metendo direto. Não se apega, querida, tá iludida? Não se apega, querida, tá iludida? Hoje tu tá sentando, amanhã quem senta é sua amiga. Hoje tu tá sentando, amanhã quem senta é sua amiga. Hoje tu tá sentando, amanhã quem senta é sua amiga. Hoje tu tá sentando, amanhã quem senta é sua amiga.
I feel like there's something wrong with the groove, but I've never made this stuff, like, and I don't think I'd be that good at it. I'm usually not a drums kind of guy, so it feels like the drums could be better, the groove could be better. The vocal's great though, but for me it's about it's about the wives. What do you mean, man? Shadi Caro, bro, I'm fucking American, bro. Like, I can only have one wife. Trust me, I've tried. I have one student that lives in Colorado, and like he had a wife for the longest. But he still has a wife, but I went into a sesh and he was like, yeah, I'm supposed to go hang out with this one chick. I'm like, your wife? He's like, no. And I was like, what? Yeah, no, we have an open relationship. I'm like, you bitch. How did you do it, bro? Nah, I'm kidding. I don't want that. Don't tell my wife, hey, you guys ain't hear nothing, bro. Let's change the subject. Hold up. Yeah, so the drums could be a lot better on this. That's my take. Just hearing this straight away, but I like the beat, man. There's something there for sure. It's just more, for me, it's just the groove. It feels like it could be better. That's all. I'm sorry I can't offer any more insight. Okay, a tech house track about losing real connection in a world of endless scrolling. All connection slips away. That's deep. Nah, if y'all make it work and are happy, y'all fucking do what you gotta do, man. Be happy. I don't know, man. You're giving me some iffy vibes. Get rid of the low end. Do something. Yeah, man, this is already sounding not proper, man. Let's fast forward a bit. Let's see if anything happens. I like that lead though. That lead's sick. Da, 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 da. Right, like da, 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 da. I can hear a hook with that, bro, like a synthy part. Not that. There, like that. Yeah, man, so right now, sonically, this is just sounding very amateurish. I am so sorry. I fucking love you, but the kick is not working. The bass isn't working. The vocal feels like it's going out of key. The whole track doesn't have little breaks to build the build-up that you have here. Yeah, sadly, it's just that. I'm going to keep hearing it just to see the ideas, but if I have to say what ideas should you work for, like towards, like if you want to keep working on this, I really like this lead doing da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I think that's pretty sick with a good bass. You'll be solid. Good kick. You'll be solid, man. And agree. They're saying tighten up the drums. I agree with them. The drums sound too wishy-washy, too much release to them. So it's like I could have a drum sound like boo, and I can have a drum sound like boosh, and I can have a drum sound like psh, right? So we want more of a more defined, more precise, either transient shaper or use a simpler sampler. Shorten the sample a bit, but don't shorten too much because then you start sounding pokey, and pokey's not a good thing either. So too much of release, bad. Context is important, right? You can do it with those, but when you have something playing really fast, it doesn't make sense to have a long release to the drums because then it just sounds, you want it, you know? So it adds more to the groove, the perception of the groove to us Homo sapiens, you know? Tighten with transient shaper and clip it. Cool. Yeah, just keep making music, keep learning. That's the beautiful thing about music production. We can improve, right? When you paint, same shit, you can improve. You got this, man. Let's keep going on this. Let's see. We got Full Amor 19. Oh, no. Uta! There's a sound you have in there. Is it needed? It's taking away the vibe. Is that needed? That's nice. Also, the bass is very upfront, right? Wouldn't you want that a little bit more filtered, a little less grimy sounding for the vibe that you have? You could say it's for like the laptop speakers. It feels very rough. Yeah, I would go on my sub 37 and try and help you out, but it doesn't feed in. I think what you have right now is way too aggressive on the bass, man. It just sounds very oversaturated. It feels like for this, you need more of a, like, you know, bass is not that hard. Like, the way I like to see it is saw, most likely for this track, a saw, and it's all in the filter. Like, after that, it's all in the filter. How much do you remove from it, like the high end from it? And usually that's going to be dependent on how busy your top part of the song is. But I would say about 80 to 90% of the time, you're going to filter a lot of the high frequencies out of the saw away. And then you can bring it back with an envelope, open it up slightly to shape the bass a bit better. Doon, 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 doon. So that would be one option, you know, a saw. And then process it, saturate it a bit. But you don't want to saturate it to the point where you start getting too much harmonic saturation on the top part, where it starts to kind of sound way too like aggressive, you know, like it just sounds for your track. I wouldn't filter this bass more. I would just say make your own bass. It's like, I've made videos on it. Like, it's a saw, like low pass filter, cut maybe to around 80, 100 hertz, and then use an envelope to open it up slightly to give it some shape. Once you have that knocking, the amp envelope 1 in Serum, let's say, you just lower down the sustain. Don't lower it all the way down, but lower it down to where you feel like the bass, but then it sustains at a good volume, so you don't lose a lot of the low end from it. So that's the way I would approach it, and just make it sound deep and just make it sound deep and fat, which you should be able to. If you're using Serum, you might have to boost the low end, because Serum is it's not a Moog synth where like the saws have a lot of low end information from the get-go. But it doesn't mean it's bad. It just means you got to boost the low end more on it. Like Semenga told me he boosts by 9 dB on Serum basses. So something to try. That's what I would say. Or use Silent One. Yeah, Silent One, man. In retrig mode. You got it though. It's simple. You'll nail it. You need one of those basses. This part's nice. Yeah, maybe you could filter this one more and boost more low end, I would say. But yeah, just have it sound a little more deeper so that there's depth to the song. Right now, the song sounds very flat. Cool, man. I like the chord part too. The chord part's sexy. Cool, dude. And 9 dB low EQ boost as well. Yeah, it depends though. Look, for instance, I have down here I have the synth. It's a Super 6. It's polyphonic. The saws coming out of it are relatively, they're not fat sounding. They're very, I would say, Serum sounding, let's say. So on that one, I would boost 9 dB. But if I were to use that synth over there to craft the bass, on that one, I wouldn't boost 9 dB on the low end because it already has a shit ton of low end. And then on the Matriarch, I wouldn't boost on the low end either because it already has a shit ton of low end and mid lows. But certain synths, the reason they don't sound fat, it's not because they're wrong or they suck. It's because they're intended to create different types of sounds. Like a Super 6 is more for super saws, pads, leads, right? So it has to make the saws not sound so fat, because if they make the saw sound very fat and then people are making chords with it or pads, it's a lot of unnecessary weight added. So as you start playing chords, all that extra weight adds up, and the chords start sounding a bit too muffled, too muddy. So that's why every synth has a specific purpose in the way that it was created. And that's why certain synths sound a lot fatter than others. Monophonic synths will sound fatter. Usually those are better for bass lines, versus that synth is going to sound a lot better for pads, and a lot better for lush leads, and a lot better for more like movement, right? Because it's not as heavy. So hopefully, what about Drive Him Fat? Well, that's the thing. Try making a fat ass chord stack with fat ass saws. It's gonna get muddy real quick like that and stuff. Cool. So let's see. We got Rounder, LFI, FI, and also BST plugins. It's the same exact thing. When you use Arturia, when you use like Softube's Model 84s, 82, 74, they're all good at certain things. They all have different filters, and those filters will help you create different sounds with different tones. And it's up to you as a producer to know the tools, what each thing is good at, you know. And then from there, you decide which synth you want to use. It's part of the journey, I would say, definitely, to learn what every synth is good at. Boat Grandmother would be a sexy bass synth too, man. I think these are gonna be my last tracks. I'm calling it a day. I have to work on Paradox 6. I want to get it out by hopefully tonight or tomorrow. So tomorrow morning. So yeah, I'm gonna have to call it a day after these songs. I think I got everyone in that donated. So if you guys want to head out, you can. No hard feelings, but if you want to stick and chill with me and hear these songs, by all means, because this is Tech House Thursdays, live from Los Angeles. I'm down the hill, up the hill. It's Chris Lake, get ready at 1 p.m. Tech House Thursday. This reminded me of an Elder Brook track, man. Nothing. Yeah, I have yours here, I think. Don't I have? If that's not you, what's the name you use for the... It's hard to find you then. I like the vocals. I'm looking for you. Okay. I'm gonna give feedback to this track. Let's hear it. Okay, so just hearing this section, okay? Because I already forgot what happened before. I like the vocal, I like the atmospheric vibe. It has that Elderbrook vibe, but there are a couple things I can say I think that will help a bit. First off, the kick and the clap are way too aggressive for the vibe that you're portraying with your synths and your vocal. If you were to ask what kind of kick should I use, I hate using splice, but fuck it. I would say something more like that, but not that. Nope. Maybe this one if you clean up the mid-low. Hell no. Maybe this one. You need something housey, like something like that can work too, but it's a bit too like high-endy and clicky because you have like such a deep vibe to it that it wouldn't make sense to use that because it would kill the vibe, right? But you would go change the kick because yours is too it's way too distorted. Wait, nah, it doesn't need no goddamn Lindrum kick. Fuck that kick, bro. It's horrible. This one's kind of nice, but it needs more of a low end. Way too aggressive. Man, what the? This one's nice. I would also try this one. See, you see how soft? It doesn't, like, you don't need a rough kick like the one you have. It makes no sense to have it in a song like the one you have. The clap too is way too aggressive. So I would switch those two. That would be the first thing I do. From there, yeah, I would work on the bass. If you're making a Reese, you want to make sure that you follow the theory of sub, because if the Reese is the main bass of the song and you're playing the lowest you can play, which is the C0 to C1 range, if you aren't messing with the synth, let's say Serum, then the bass will phase out a lot. That's a Reese. You know, it shifts, it adds movement, but the low end won't be as strong, so you have to use a sub in that regards. So either one, you add the sub and you cut out all the lows from the Reese, and then you have the sub there to support it so that the sub's constantly playing, getting sidechained, and the Reese is allowed the movement. Or two, you put the Reese up an octave, which you might lose that deep vibe. Again, it might sound bad, so then that's why you have to go the other way. But if you can put it up an octave and have the sub play, you don't need to EQ anything, and you can like just level it good, and it might sound glorious as well. So those are two things to try. That's all I gotta say, but cool stuff. I like the vocal and the idea of it. It's right now, it's just the vibe. The drums are just way too aggressive.
This country, you gotta make the money first.
Who sent me this?
Then when you get the money, you get the power.
Who sent me Scarface, bro? But you get the money, you get the power. Hey, get the money, the car. I gotta get Chris Kina how. Gana hui. Man, what happened, bro? I think my Safari's taking a shit. Then you get the beaches. That is the way.
ATA Productions. Play if you dare.
This guy in the name, he put 16-year-old rapper. And he sold me. I want to hear it. Young kids, let's see, man.
ATA Productions. Play if you dare.
Death and destruction.
These people have nothing to lose, so they're you gotta make the vocals louder, my friend. They're way too quiet. He has an 808, but the 808 doesn't have a strong transient to it. Again, I don't do hip hop, so I want to eventually. I wanna definitely like get good at it. And reggaeton, those are on my list. I actually made a reggaeton track. I told you guys. I made about $500. It was like a little contest between all the producers at this camp, and I won I want to believe I won that shit because I got sent a bonus of $500, and I was like, hell yeah! And my reggaeton goes hard, bro. But hip hop is one of the things that I haven't really dived into to make it properly. But yeah, I would say clap's okay. It feels like it doesn't fit in this beat. The vocal could be louder. The 808 could possibly have a transient. I don't know. Maybe they don't use it. It's okay. Yeah, man. Cool, dude. Keep at it, G. Keep at it, man. Tattoo your face like Southside too. Like so that way you can't get a job and then just make beats all day. You got this shit, man. The idea wasn't shabby. It all made sense to me. Dude. Ah, fuck. For me, I think Mike Dean is a huge inspiration in the hip hop world. I really like the vibe that he has in his beats with Travis Scott and all, like those kind of beats, dark. I love that shit. Analog synths, like hell yeah. Like that's the thing. I'm like, oh, I want to make that, you know? Like I want to make that, like that kind of shit. And like, who knows? See what happens. Maybe I'll get hired, you know? I don't think I'll ever start selling beats, but I'll sell sample packs, but I have to master that shit first. Well, what's your name, bro? I'm still trying to find you. Oh, there you are. Way too busy here with the vocal, I would say. Okay, so let's start over. Sorry, I was looking for that guy's song. I think the beat is cool. Vocals too dry. Needs work. But the way you transition into this makes really no sense. Like there's no like how do I explain this? You just go straight into it. It's kind of like it doesn't hit, I guess. So what would I do? I would build it up. I would stop it, stop the whole music. If there's like a pre-vocal, I would just use the pre-vocal and drop into it like that. So it needs to build up. I'm down close. Fuck. Shit. Every step I take along the fire. Every step I take, I'll identify. And I feel closure. And I feel closure. I feel no fire. Right? Like you know, it drops like that rather than just like I feel no closure, and then it just drops like with a fucking reverse swell. Like you need to create like a little moment before the drop happens so that the drop means something. Right now, it just goes into it like it feels like this. Like if someone were to come to work, they're like, there's no passion, there's no to it, you know? Hopefully that makes sense. I think that makes sense. I need to find the vocabulary to explain that. I'm pretty sure there's a word for it. And then here on the drop, mix needs a lot of work. But yeah, that'd be yeah, like it's way too busy, I would say, for the vocal to be doing a lot. So I would opt more for like if the vocal can do call and response, that'd be a lot better rather than her singing all the time. Yeah, you're just going and going. Yeah, and the mix could be a lot better. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, I think the best advice I can give is over here. Trying to think. If you think that mix sounds okay, I don't want to hear your song. It's way too hectic, too much stuff going on, bro. Like that's the issue with it. Now that bass doesn't need to be increased in volume. It sounds like there's like two layers, a sub or a bottom and a top one. It's not working as intended, so that's the problem with it. Here again, way too hectic because you got the ARP doing, and you got that. So it's more about like thinking about what is the listener paying attention to, and then doing stuff that revolves around it without making it sound too busy. So, AKA more supportive stuff. Nice. This part's sick. Good stuff. I like this. This is good. Vocals filtered. I think that's a good idea, but right now it feels like nothing else is taking its place, so it feels rather odd to have it filtered. I would just have it open. Maybe reverb and delay can solve that problem. Here. Vocals getting lost. But I like the synths. Nice. Automation, my friend, automation. Yes, come on, automate. Exactly, like, see, you see what you did right there? That's what you need to do. Now that's good. Yeah, so the way I would start this is I would probably go somewhere here, loop 8 bars, and you would want first kick, bass, and drums sounding proper. That would be most important. Then bring in the vocal. And then from there, remove all reverb and delay, start over. And one, I wouldn't allow too much stuff to conflict with the bass presence because the bass needs to feel like it's doom, 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 doom. You know, like a Chris Lake track. Boom, 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 boom. You hear that. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. It sounds like there's an ARP that I can barely hear, but I can sense it. Then there's the bass, there's the vocal doing all that crazy stuff. Then you got the pitch down. See, that sound in particular, I would question whether I would have it in this section or not. Mainly because what is it adding, you know? If I want to have it in the song still, then I would find a place for it to do it. Yeah, there's ARP. Yeah, but if you can nail all of that, maybe it's a mixing thing, then it sounds great, man. There's some really good dope moments in this track. I really like the break, that fucking thing. I love the build up. I thought that was sick. Everything's cool. It's just more this section, do this, but don't do it like that. Just do it in a way that's different, and then you can save like the fucking flashy stuff for this. For this one, just keep it very simple. Cool stuff. I can say. I told you it was an ARP. Look, it's right. I knew there was an ARP there. I fucking knew it. I could sense it. I felt the movement, you know? Of the ARP. Chris, what happened to your song? Yeah, it's a lot of things to work on, but if it means anything, it's one of those songs that I think it's worth doing the effort to get it to that point. You know, like it's one of those, like usually I'll feedback songs on here and sometimes I don't want to say, you know, just move on because I don't want to call the song trash. But that song, yeah, work at it, man, because that's one of the ones that definitely deserves more attention. It's not bad. You can make it sound really dope, and it has a good idea going for it. So definitely work at it. Worth the effort. Okay, so I don't know what's right or wrong right now. I'll just say what I have to say based off intuition, aka what I feel as I'm hearing this, okay? I think the vocal's cool. It feels like the drums are very forward here. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or bad thing. We'll wait for the drop, but the moment it started, the drums came out fucking hot. Almost like oversaturation on the high end. Don't be a mouthpiece.
I need you and the body, losing sense in my body. Drunk too much at the party, mixing color room and Bacardi. Color room and Bacardi. Color room and Bacardi. Color room and Bacardi. Mixing color room and Bacardi. I mix them with the bass, just like no one else. Don't tell me how to move if you move like that.
No, I don't think that kicks it either. Good pointing out, by the way. Now that I'm paying attention to it, you're right. It's way too
Mix them with the bass. I'll mix them with the bass. Don't tell me how to move if you move like that. The bass. I'll mix room and color room and
yeah, it feels like, one, the transient of the click is horrible. There's something you layer with here that sounds out of phase. What that means is not landing right where it should with the kick, so it sounds like I did that mistake last night as I was working on kicks for Paradox 6. I was like, we need more classic techno kicks in Paradox 6, so I was using this plugin called Snapback to add like a nice texture layer to the kick and also like a nice transient. But when I bounced it, the transient was a little too ahead, and it sounded like and I was like, man, fuck, because I didn't save it. So it happens. But that click, whatever that is. But yeah, there's something weird about the low end and the kick. That's all we can say. Let's hear the song from here.
Don't tell me how to move if you move like that.
Exactly. Yeah, just swap the kick at that point for sure.
I'll mix them with the bass. I'll mix them with the bass. Don't tell me how to move if you move like that.
I like the ideas though. Sounding way too amateur here, not in the way that you're gonna think I'm saying like the ideas, but more in the sense of the space. It's like when you have reverb, right? Some people will just put a reverb on and that's it, or noise, right? And it makes it sound amateurish because it just doesn't fit with the vibe, what's happening, right? So the reverb and I would say the noise, don't be scared to filter the high frequencies out of that stuff in order to make it sound more warmer, but also to not have it sound open all the time. You know, the track here feels way too open, way too open. Like here. Yeah, good job there. Good call and response. I'm not... these are not my sounds, right? Hopefully they're not my sounds. And if they are my sounds, maybe you cut too much of the mids and lows. But anyways, yeah, I'm just trying to like, hello. No, I'm kidding, bro. Why you guys gotta cheat on me for, man? I work my ass off every fucking day. This is my life. So I tell people I'm here from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. learning how to make fatter presets. Yeah, that particular sounds a bit This bass shot is fine, I would say. This one's sick, maybe too wet. There's something making all these sounds sound weak as shit. Let's just put it that way. There's something in the processing that is making your sound like fucking like just not hitting, man. They just too much mid high and high frequencies, but no mid, no warmth. Sounds cool. Here the snare sounds scuffed. Again, careful with your effects, your high end, bro. That's where I say it sounds amateurish, the high end of stuff. Like when there's too much high end, like it just sounds so like, you know, people are always talking about like digital versus analog stuff. I think there's some validity to it because analog stuff usually lends to warmer sounds, which to some people might sound kind of muddy. And then I fucking make it high endy as fuck. I fuck up too, man. But the highs aren't as cold and as stark. With this track, the highs are cold and stark as fuck. Like it's harsh to listen to it, right? So where does that come from? Like how does it end up there? You know, there's so many answers to that question. It could be OTT, the processing, too much high-end boost. But that's what I'm telling you. Don't be scared to roll off high frequencies out of stuff, out of reverbs, delays, effects, synth. As for saturating the synths further, I wouldn't saturate these synths further. It's not going to bring back any warmth. It feels like it's more of an EQ thing or a sound design thing. But yeah, man, right now the track is sounding very stark. Like I'm staring at a white house on a very sunny day and my eyes are like this. This is cool. Love that. Sick. The rolling bass preset from the Matic Space 92 is not released yet. It's on Paradox 6. It's coming out tomorrow morning or tonight. I'll decide, but I'm still unsure when it's coming out. Mainly because what I do is when the pack's about to be released, like I have what I would call, I'll wake up, go to the gym, get home by 9 a.m. I'll make like a piece of content, YouTube or a short for Instagram and YouTube. And then from there, the whole day is me working on the pack, adding more to it, just to make sure that no one can leave me a 1-star review, you know? So for instance, like right now I'm adding classic techno kicks because I was like, well, the pack is cool for peak time techno, modern Matic Space 92 stuff, but it's missing a bit of the classic techno that maybe some people might expect from the pack. So now I'm adding that stuff to it and essentially pumping it up. But today is an all-dayer for me too. So we'll see if I release it tonight. If not, it'll probably be tomorrow morning, but it's in that pack. Not in Paradox 5. So just letting you know. Other than that, I think the song's pretty cool. It has a cool idea. Definitely has a Mal P vibe because of the vocal, but that's sick because you don't do the Mal P thing. You do more of a melodic techno thing, man. But yeah, it's a cool track. I would just say, if I had to give one piece of advice, less processing, numb the highs on reverbs, be careful on the volume for the high end of the noise, and you're good to go. Okay. No. Wait up, I gotta get Chris. I don't know. This track is like, it didn't work. And then, all right, I'll get Brett one more. Well, Chris, I think Chris just said fuck it at this point. He's like, no, I don't want you to hear my song. Okay, it's all good. I don't mind. I always overprocess. Yeah, when you overprocess, that's how it sounds. So you vary like the high end sound. When you overprocess on analog stuff, it sounds very saturated, very distorted in a not in a good way, but in a blob way. When you overprocess in digital stuff, which is just what I mean by that, it's just more effects like Saturn sometimes or Decapitate. Not Decapitator doesn't produce that sound. It would if you cut the low end out and just fucking saturate the shit out of the mids and highs. But yeah, like that's what like analog stuff usually sounds a lot more blobby, distorted, not a lot of highs, and digital stuff is more high endy. So you gotta be careful. I think it's just the way the plugins are built. That's why. Wait up, I got one more. I was supposed to put Brett. I can't. Oh, there he is. I tried adding Christopher Kinahau, but his track went missing for some reason. It's all good. Don't do it, Nelson. I recognize this. Yosemite. It's Yosemite. By the way, I'm not doing any more songs. Oh, don't fuck me. I'm just curious. Wait up. This is just for me to practice. I'm just curious. Maybe that was a virus. $93 megabytes. Let's see if it works. Wait up. Why does it do that with my plugins, bro? Like, maybe I'll do it with the fucking stock shit. I'm scared. I don't know if I know how to deal with the stock shit. you need to control the thump of the kick. I know you guys can't see that. I'm sorry, or hear it that good. There's too much of this frequency that adds a thump to the kick. Usually 909 kicks have it a lot, and you have to tame it. So just keep that in mind because the kick sounds too blob. It feels like you can shape it better. When I put the track inside of Ableton, the drums sound very clipped. Like a little too much, I would say. But if you like the sound, you like the sound. That's the first thing I would do. I'm running 32 gigs of RAM. Oh, what the fuck was that? Sorry, man. I love you, but what the fuck was that? Just way too much reverb. Again, it's that new reverb I'm talking about. When you put reverb on the vocal, I would say there's about basics, 3 important. Is it 3 important? Yeah, 4. Size, decay, high cut, and low cut on the reverb. Just keep that in mind. Right now, your dry and wet seems like way too high on the vocal, so I feel like if you were to like lower it and then maybe numb the highs a bit on the reverb, it would sound nice and like warm, and that's what you would want. Right now, this just sounds kind of like way too like just was put on there and like that's it. It wasn't tailored to what you were trying to do. DS the vocal. Okay, here we go. I like the bass though. The bass is very punchy. Nice bass. Nice piano. Dun, dun, dun. That's cool, dude. Da-da. Energy. Oh, shit. I know what you're doing. It's a good song too, but yeah, I would just reference to this if this is not what you were trying to do. I would just reference the way he has that vocal in the reverb. That's what I would reference that to get your reverb on point. Right now, you just have way too much reverb. I can't even hear what she's saying. It's way too much. All right, here we go. The side information, that means, you know, like on the stereo, the sides. Yeah, the sides. Yeah, I'll assume you know what the sides are. I'm pretty sure you do. Yeah, way too loud on that. Also, something I haven't made a tutorial about, but I intend to, is usually when you have sounds that are evolving a lot, they can have a lot of fluctuation of volume. So you always want to use the glue compressor from Ableton. That's the easiest thing to do. Usually the attack, you can have it high or low. It just depends on what you're adding it to. But if you're adding it to these vocals here, you can have a low attack and a high release so that it sounds more musical rather than like trying to add punch to it. You can also use an LA2A emulation, you know, the free one UAD gives out every fucking chance they get. That's also a really nice one for pads and vocal swells, and then just level it better. Yeah, it's way too much. dun, 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 dun. I wouldn't have the vocal here. I would just have the synth. I'm just trying to imagine, like, without the vocal and then the synth here. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say in terms of, yeah, like, trying to help out on it, man. Try to get ideas for the song. Just be careful for it not to get too repetitive here. That would be it, you know, in general. Like, can you go into the break faster over here and then build further? Would be the thing, because this, after a while, just, I think after 32 bars, it just gets way too repetitive. The way you want to think about it is your song is built into different sections. You have your break, you have your drop 1, drop 1B, drop 2, drop 2B, and then from there it's all about intertwining and in each of those drops having a bit of contrast, a bit of change between each one individually, and then you just switch between them. That's the best way to kind of think about it. Or in Pop World, verse 2, pre-chorus, chorus, what's the difference between them, right? Verses are usually a little bit more like closed, not so open. Choruses are a lot more open, a lot more drums blasting, you know. All right, DMB. Last one of the day. We made it. We made it, Frankie. You deserve. You deserve. Hey. There we go.
Take time and enjoy the ride.
It's cool.
Yeah, we do it like that.
I think vocal should be processed a little more, but it's cool.
Take time and enjoy the ride.
Take time to enjoy the ride.
Yeah, we do it like that.
That's cool, bro. I really have nothing to say, to be honest. That sound down the center could be better. It sounds kind of stocky in the sense that it still has work, like more processing you need to do on it. Which is funny because, right, as you develop it, it starts to sound like super big and good. So why does it sound the way it does to the left? That would be my question. And how can you have the right on the left without it being too hype?
Take time and enjoy the ride.
That's cool. This part is sick. The only thing I'm very iffy on is I did do like 3 drum and bass packs where I had to kind of obviously like reference and stuff. I always found drum and bass artists don't have as much low end. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but that's why when I hear yours, I'm a bit iffy on the low end because I'm feeling it. And usually with these like drum and bass artists that I was referencing, the low end wasn't as big.
Yeah, we do it like that. Take time and enjoy the ride.
Those arps could be a lot louder and more processed again. I like that the on the sides, really sick. Really sick shots.
Yeah, we do it like that. Take time and enjoy the ride.
Break. doom, just the bass, doom, 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 and some cool shit. All right, cool stuff, man. Thanks for sharing. All right, guys, you guys take care. Paradox Volume 6 comes out tonight, tomorrow morning or tonight. I don't know. Just be on the lookout for it. I appreciate the support you guys give. Also, thanks for chilling with me, hearing all these tracks. Are my ears dead? Somewhat. They're not that dead. The thing is if I heard on headphones, then I'd be fucking dead, Bran. On headphones, it's a different story. I'd be fucking like, oh, fuck this shit. But nah, I'm on monitors, so it's doable to do it. Plus, I'm not hearing super loud. I'm kind of quiet and stuff. But yeah, you guys take care. Much love. Peace out. You have to have a good day. Stay chill. Stay cold. Finish the sound. Send me the sound you made, your version of it. I'll add it to the pack, man.